I loved it when he always asked us to go to coffee, and then when we were there, he'd tell everybody Sue and I were his fiance. So it was really funny.
And also I was his fiance.
Wait a sec. I was his fiance? No, I don't think that's right.
Without anybody asking you to do it, without any expectation, you had nothing but a kind word, a smile, a joke.
Sometimes I had a rough day, and it just made me feel better whenever I saw him. It turned my day around.
He enjoyed everybody that showed up to the pool, and when they were smiling, it made him happy.
When he'd meet somebody new, which is virtually every day, a bunch of people, he'd introduce me as his great-grandfather.
My favorite memory was one of my first practices when I felt like I was really struggling, and he was standing there on the pool deck in his donut pants, and he just pointed at me and he was like, "You got this, keep going."
I'll never eat a donut without thinking of Walt the rest of my life. I also am thinking of the record that he set in the 500-meter underwater butterfly. It's going to stand, I think, forever. I don't think that record could ever be reached and broken.
The first day I walked in, I was pretty uncomfortable because I haven't swam growing up. And Walt came up to me and said, "Hey, I think I know you. You're my girlfriend, right?" He started laughing and I started laughing, and then I felt very comfortable, and that's probably one of the reasons I kept coming to swimming.
Yeah, I kind of recall when he quote unquote fell off the ladder, but his version of the story, what happened was he was actually at a bar fight because some kid got lippy with him. I'm trying to carry on the tradition with the
donut socks.
The donut socks and my Santa
Fancy pants.
fancy pants, but yeah.
Walt loved on our family from the day we got here, so we just appreciate that and appreciate his constant presence here at the pool.
My first memory of Walt was meeting him at Centennial Sportsplex when we started our master's program there with Chris, and he was just so charming and funny, and he really added to the joy of the practices, and that continued on here with the Ensworth swimming program. And so Walt, I just want to say that you were one in a million.
At Nationals in Geneva, we all shared a Airbnb together, and he ended up picking up Chris's pants from the pool and decided to put them on and thinking that they were his, so they looked like they were leggings on him.
We even traveled together to Baltimore for a seminar where he told everybody that I was his wife, and we had 9 children together.
I came in from a big set and I was exhausted. I'm huffing and puffing, hanging on the side of the pool, and he says, "Angela, what's wrong? What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm trying to catch my breath, Walt." And he goes, "Well, you left it at the other end of the pool."
Every time I would come to the pool, Walt was here, greeting me, asking me about the Nashville Dolphins. Just a few weeks ago, he brought me all of his old medals to give to my swimmers.
How we met was my Birkenstocks. We shared the exact same shoes. I appreciate you borrowing them, Walt, and taking them to a swim meet. So I'm absorbing the good energy every time I put them on.
Walt, I just miss your smiling face in the morning. It made it easier every day to show up at the pool.
I once ran into Walt at Fido, and he now calls me Fido.
When asked how he did in the meet, he'd say, "I was first in my lane."
We love you all. We miss you so much. You're one of the best people I've ever met, and you always brought joy to this pool and everyone like you spoke to or met, and we miss you.
I remember Walt and I driving his Prius to Cleveland for our first national swim meet. Walt would put his radio on scan, so it would go 5 seconds on one station and then scan on to the next station. And that lasted for about 2 minutes before I screamed at him to put it on one station. I'll miss him every day, every day.
I'm grateful for you for making me feel at home here, and making me feel like this was a family for me outside of my immediate family. I am honored to have been your friend and honored to know the world record holder in the 500 underwater butterfly.
Walt was such an important and positive part of my mornings, and overlapping with Walt for just 3 years, I feel super privileged and blessed that I got to share an experience with him, even if it was just for a few years.
He was just unfailingly in a good mood every single day. I will probably not follow his example though with everything, so I probably won't be hanging drapes by standing on a table when I'm 84 years old.
The kindness that exuded from him was really memorable. And
one of my favorite memories of Walt is knowing that he never met a stranger and just the joy that he brought to the pool.
And his outfits, for sure. He always had something going on. He'd wear those boxers, the Christmas boxers. He'd be like, "You like my new swim outfit?"
the first day I showed up, Walt welcomed me in with his donut everything and said hello. And it's been constantly happy and joyful, and he's always been great to be here.
He had this real passion for not being embarrassed and always making a friend. He didn't care what you thought, and he was always embarrassing, stopping people that we didn't know to say hello, which was a wonderful thing to do, to make friends all the time.
Walt was always there on the pool deck encouraging me, telling me I was doing a good job. He would always have compliments for me when I got out of the pool, and even on days that I thought I didn't swim very well, but he was always there telling me that he saw improvement.
He really was my assistant coach, and he liked to call himself my P coach or my number one coach, because whenever I had to go to the bathroom, he'd come fill in for me.
So he was super funny, always had a joke to tell, loved to tell dirty jokes. He was a great guy.
I mean, you guys all know the funny Walt from the deck and the donuts, but he was quite a Renaissance man, way beyond his time.
Every person that he touched, it was just unbelievable the impact that he had on him. He was interested in everybody. It was never about him. It was always about the people that he met.
We miss you, Walt, and we'll always remember your donut pants.
My life is better as a result of having Walt in it. I run a charity in town, a nonprofit that comes to the aid of police and firefighters if they're killed in the line of duty. And as soon as I told Walt about it, he had to be a member of that.
A lot of times these days, people don't realize how big of an impact it makes when you take the time to say hello to someone and give them a friendly smile. And I just really so appreciate all of the times that you did that for everyone coming into the pool.
Hey, Walt. I would make some jokes that we would make, but I think other people are going to see it and it would be inappropriate.
You knew no strangers. I remember the first time I met you, and that was probably 13 years ago at a swim meet. And you went out of your way to come and say hello and introduce yourself to me. That was special, and it spoke to you it spoke to who you were as a person.
Hey Walt, it's crazy to think that you're not here this morning. I'm really gonna miss all of our lunches, our coffees, our donuts, the Skittles at the pool, and just you popping by the office. You've taught me so much, but one of the most important lessons is to love everybody.
One of my favorite memories of Walt was at Nationals this past July. I really loved seeing him just walk up to random swimmers on the deck, someone he didn't even know, and within a few minutes it would be like they had been best friends for years.
Hey Walt, as always, we have a lot of fun around. Have a good one. The journey you have in your life.
Every day that I come to the pool, it's a positive memory of all the things that he's done to create a positive environment at this place.
I think it's obvious by all of this that everyone really cared very deeply for you. You were very loved, and you made everyone around you feel like they were doing something positive. That's a unique gift.
The last thing he told me was, "Carol, do me a favor." And he's always so serious. I'm like, okay, I'm really gonna try, Walt. Because try and have a good day. And we would break up. He always left me with a smile.
Every single time before swimming, he would tell me to wear my cap backwards to swim fast. And yeah, I talk to him every morning, and I will dearly miss him.
And right now, I'm actually standing in this in the little pool area where I saw Walt almost every morning. And so one day I had to get out of the pool to go to the bathroom, and I ran in here, and I was going kind of fast, and I wasn't looking where I was going, and I started opening the door into the locker room to go in, and Walt was sitting right there, and he goes, "Stop!" And he said it like really loudly, and And I was like kind of startled, and I said, what? And he said, that's the women's locker room. And I like looked at it, and I was just about to go in there, and he just started laughing, and he said, I'm not going to tell anybody. So
he loved to make people smile. He said hi to every person who walked through this place, and just talking to my kids about him, just saying his name makes them smile.
And every time I saw him, I couldn't help but smile. And he's greatly missed, but his spirit is absolutely here.
Walt was the official first member of Ensworth Aquatics Masters. He was probably the one who encouraged me the most to come out here and start the program. And he's kind of been the biggest supporter we have.
It's just unbelievable the impact that he had on me and how I want to be as I get older and treat people well.
So we're going to miss you, but your legacy, Walt, I promise you, will live on. And so on behalf of the Ensworth team, we say, Walt, thank you for being Walt.
God bless him. Rest in peace, Walt. Love you.